And here we are. We're live, back in the dungeon. I got the radio playing real low, Christmas music. So hopefully YouTube don't get me on copyright. Man, you probably won't hear it anyway. If it does, pick it up. Because I ain't figured out how to put Christmas music on here yet. I ain't figured out how to do music on YouTube Live. Because YouTube doesn't explain how to do it correctly. Oh, anyway. Can you feel it? It's coming. Can you feel the feeling? Christmas is coming. It's coming next week. And from what the weather is saying right now, it's going to be a white Christmas. I see Illinois is supposed to get somewhere between 3 to 6 inches. And we're going to get it between 2 days. This is 1 to 3 inches every day. And oh boy, I'm ready for it. I got my new snowblower ready to go. I'm going to charge the batteries starting next week. I mean, the batteries are probably already charged, but they haven't been in the charger for a while, so they're probably not charged right up. But, hey, I'm ready. I've done my Christmas shopping. I tried to get one more thing, and I just found out today they sent me an email saying it's out of stock. I'm like, well, shit. I have to go somewhere else, see if I can get it before Christmas. If not, the person's going to get it after Christmas. And I've been slowly getting into the spirit, and it's getting there. I mean, a lot of memories been flooding back. I've been sitting in Pam and Luke's been gone. They went on to our church. I'm going to give my church a push here. Radiant Life Church in Wadsworth, Ohio. They do a mission trip around Christmas time. And they go to New York City. And Pam went last year. This year, Pam and Luke went this year. It was just going to be, scratching my head, this signature move. This year, and I took a shower last night. So y'all, because every time I scratch my head, everybody says, take a shower, wash your hair. I did. It doesn't matter. My head itches all the time. I don't know why. It's probably because this hair is getting long. But anyway, Pam and them went on their mission trip, and they come back home last night. And they had a great time, and I guess they got, I don't know what you want to call it. They felt moved, and really, I guess it was an emotional trip for them. But me, I stayed home and kept the homestead running, and had a few problems. And I won't go into that. But didn't let it get my mood down any. But I mean, there was one day I really got pretty well. My anger went to rage, and I just kind of lowered it back down. I went out in the garage and did stuff. I even went and bought me a new table saw. Couldn't pass it up. Guy was selling it for $15. I had a table saw. Mine was like an older version. And then this guy wanted to sell his for $15. It was a newer version. And I'm like, oh, I like that one. It's a little bit lighter and I can move it around easier. So I went and bought it, and now my son-in-law is getting my older version for Christmas. Because he told us he didn't want anything for Christmas. And he's focusing on his grandpa, or his grandfather, grandpa, whatever you want to call it. Because this is his grandpa's first Christmas without his wife, which I can understand. Anyway, Memories. I mean, we were thinking, we were talking about. I just thought about. I already told you about decorating all that. And I was thinking about the other day that somebody, it was on TV or was it on Facebook? Somebody said, "What was your best Christmas?" Oh wow, I can remember. And I'm pretty sure. I think it was when we lived out on State Route 49 outside of Homer, Illinois. I'm pretty sure Dad worked for the union, the plumbers union, and they went on strike. And all I wanted that year was a radio. And, I couldn't afford much. I think it was a couple times. There was a couple times I remember that they couldn't work. Dad couldn't work much, and Christmas was kind of a little skint. But the one year was, I wanted a radio. I remember that when I wanted a radio, and I got a radio. That's all I wanted. I didn't care if I got anything else. I mean, we got our stocking, we got apple, orange, and you got your candy and the peppermint sticks. Oh man, do I remember the peppermint sticks? Used to just be a candy cane, but then we started getting them big ones. I love peppermint stick. I'm a peppermint freak. Anything peppermint, I'm like Peggy Carter. If I say your last your married name wrong, I'm sorry. Haskins. I love you dearly. You sent me those nougats, Brock's from Brock's. I mean, you didn't have to. I just couldn't find them. Then everybody's telling me Walmart's got them. I don't like going to Walmart. Only if I have to. Because usually Dollar General has them, or Family Dollar here in town's got them, but nobody had them here. And Peggy sent me 3 bags. And I love you dearly. Those are my memories of Fairmount. And when she said she was sending them, and I received them today, I opened the box and I'm gonna choke up here. That was me as a kid. I mean, I already told you about the bank. And Vivian Smith was the lady that ran the office in the bank, and her son Jerry Smith was one of my good friends there in Fairmount. I used to live down the corner from the house. I scratched my ear now. And I used to go to the bank at Christmas time and reach your hand in the little Santa Claus with the treasure chest. You shut up and down. Every once in a while, you get your hand caught in there. Wouldn't hurt. It's just you try to reach your hand in there before it closed. And I always got the nougats. I mean, they had other candy sometimes, but I always wanted the peppermint nougats. Like I said, I'm a peppermint freak. And when I got older, peppermint schnapps. That was my grandpa and my dad and my Uncle Bunk. Oh, actually, my grandpa started. I'm going to tell him myself. I go down to my grandpa's and help him out he had a pole barn garage. I go down there and help him and be close to the season. I mean, he asked me he called down to the house and asked what I was doing. Mom said, he's not doing anything. She said, you need help? He goes, yeah. So I go down there, help him in the garage. All we do was get in it. He had a little room where he kept his rock tumblers and everything. You reach up there and grab that bottle. I reach up and grab the bottle, give it to him. He said, don't you tell your grandma I'm out here doing this either. I think I was about 12 years old, somewhere around in there. I can't remember how old I was. I was young. He'd take a snort out of it. Here. He said, don't you tell your mom you're doing this either. I did this to give it to you. Took a snort out of that first. That first one took my breath. I mean, being a kid. I mean, about three drinks. I rode my bicycle down there. About 3 drinks. I was pretty well when we were done. And I go in and tell Grandma bye, and she goes, "It could be smell like peppermint if I had peppermint candy." Trying to ride my bicycle home? That ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna work. I think I walked it on. When I get in the house, I think I went straight to my room, laid down for a while. I think Dad knew what was going on, but I never knew. But yeah, well, the stories came out after Grandpa passed away. But yeah, peppermint schnapps. And then the one night, it was about, I can't remember. I had my old black truck, and I was driving around with all of us guys. We used to hang around together. Me, Matt. We were all down at Doris and Uncle Bunk's one night. We was all sitting there, and we were all out drinking. And we were just sitting there, and Uncle Bunk, we were just leaning on the back of my truck, and we were sitting there talking. And he goes, "Man, I wished I had some peppermint schnapps." He didn't have to wait long. I opened the cab door of my truck, pulled the seat back, because I only wasn't an extended cab. I pulled the seat back and pulled it out, sat right there, and he looked at me and he goes, there ain't gonna be nothing left once I start crack that bottle open. I'm like, oh well. And it was a full fifth, and he probably left enough for me to get a drink out of it. But yeah, I think it comes through the family. And if you get sick on peppermint schnapps, it took me a while to get back to it, but I don't drink it. And peppermint schnapps, when you want to get drunk on it, it sneaks up on you. Never will forget the first time I was fine, dandy. Me and Dad were fishing. We drink beer, take a few shots of peppermint schnapps. I'm sitting there on the bank. I get up to go to the bathroom, or go over behind the tree and go to the bathroom. Next thing I know, it felt like somebody just smacked me. It'll hit you hard. I come back and I look at Dad. Daddy said, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm sitting there trying to throw my pole out, and he laughed his butt off, and he goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Trying to get my pole." He said, "Push the button in." I know it's not Christmas, but hey, some of the memories you think about when you just having a good time. Yeah, the Christmas time was good. We around here, I buy a bottle of peppermint schnapps around Christmas time, and me and my boys, we go. It's what we call Christmas cheer. It's a tribute. Uncle Don likes it too, and Uncle Don likes his whiskey. I used to go. We used to have parties out there when they lived outside the town. And he'd ask me if I had a bottle. I've always got something. When I was running around 19, 20, 21, before I went in the Army, I always had something in my car, my truck. They knew it too. Because they come, Uncle Mug or Uncle Don or Dad come up to me, "What you got in the car?" I'll go over and open the trunk and see what I got. But it comes through come honorably through the family. Like I said, Christmas time, it was family just went nuts. It was a good time. I miss it. And then, like I said, with the peppermint schnapps, we take a shot. We take shot glasses. Me, I take more than a shot because I'm usually, when I buy the bottle, I'm usually hitting it around Christmas Eve pretty hard. But me and the boys will sit there and we raise a shot up, which tribute to Grandpa and Uncle Bunk and Uncle Don and everybody, basically everybody that's gone before us. Because I miss them all. I sit there the other night while Pam and them was gone. I was home by myself, and I'm sitting there looking at the Christmas tree, and again, like I said, it's emotional. I mean, around Christmas time, I get real emotional. I sit there looking at the Christmas tree and I had Christmas music playing, and tears just going down because I remember all the times at Grandma's house, Grandpa and Grandma's house when we were kids, and Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, waking up, going out with me and my sister, just tearing the heck out of gift, wrapping paper flying, and hey, look what I got! Hey, look what I got! And then remembering the radio, and the one time it was just a basketball. That's all I wanted. I got a basketball. That was. I mean, there was a couple times when Mom and Dad couldn't afford much. And that's all we wanted. I mean, nowadays kids want this and they want that, and if they don't get it, they throw a fit. I don't think we ever threw a fit on what we got. They just need to download the app for the BOGO offer. Not buttered, we really do go better together. And then I seen a picture. One of my sisters put a picture on there. I think I kept it. I ain't gonna look for it because I don't know where I put it. But we lived at the end of the street in Fairmount, and I wanted a Big Jim camper. I'm sitting there looking at, flipping through Facebook, and damn, that picture didn't come up. My sister Tina, she got the Barbie camper, and I think Kim was sitting there with the Barbie airplane. And I'm like, I remember that. But I had the Big Jim camper. And that's before we moved to Sydney. Because I remember playing with Big Jim camper upstairs in the house outside of Homer, in between Homer and Sydney. I remember playing with that. Yeah, it's. Then one Christmas, I remember Mom and Dad, or Mom, worked at the nursing home with my Aunt Bessie and my Aunt Frankie. Decided that they were going to let me stay with my cousin Kenny and cousin Jeff. Hank, Dave, and Rick were working with my Uncle Jim up at the Texaco station in Champaign, Illinois. Because that was the deal. And the girls stayed somewhere. I can't remember where the girls were staying. But I was to stay with Kenny and Jeff at their house, at Aunt Bessie's house, over Christmas break, which was great. Well, I thought it was awesome. I mean, we didn't tear up anything. But the one time the radio station had this number where you could call and listen to Christmas music. I think me and Kenny used that thing, I don't know how many times. We kept calling, listen to Christmas music, call it again, listen to Christmas music, call it again, listen. And then it was I think we had a Christmas party, and they all showed up, and that was the first year me and Kenny got our first car models. That was a good time too. I can't remember everything. I can't try to remember what else we did. We didn't do a whole lot. No mischief or anything. We just kept calling the radio station. I mean, it was all automated. It didn't bother anybody.
Complete the job. We did it to the best of our abilities, back with a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Good times when Christmas comes around, and once that, like I said, I don't like to lose the feeling, but once it's over, it's over. I kind of, it's like I told somebody the other day, I'm turning 60, and I said, I still feel the same way when I was a kid when Christmas shows up. Even though, sometimes people just tick you off. I try to keep the same feeling, but it goes away. By February, it's gone. Well, the other day, it kind of left because my anger went to rage. I was ready to just, we won't go into that subject. And the person, we went head to head. And I was just about to the point where I was just, keep it up. And we're not going to have a happy Christmas. Anyway, I'm going over 20 minutes, so I can't think of anything else to say about Christmas. But, y'all be safe. Take care of each other. Remember the reason for the season. It's not because of all that pretty stuff out there. It's not because of what you get. It's always nice to give. And,
aren't you curious how rapper Snoop Dogg and I really became good friends?
And the reason for the season,
on the Martha Stewart podcast. Catch up on the Martha Stewart
he was born for us. And then he gave his life for us. So y'all need to think about that. Even you, some of you kids need to even think about that. It's not gimme, gimme, gimme. It's what he give you. His gift to you. Yeah, I'm one to preach. But I'm kind of learning the hard way. Slowly. Y'all need to think about that. I thought about it too. And so y'all take care of each other. We're supposed to. Be nice to the elders. And I'll see you soon. Love y'all. Merry Christmas.